Good afternoon, everyone. So we have with us the renowned personality in the MSME, GB Modi ji, and we have the coordinator Numit Burma, and myself, Dheeraj Khandewal, chairman of the MSME in the Startup Committee. And you have seen there will always be a budget analysis on the direct and indirect front. People started with the capital analysis also, what the impact going to be on the capital markets. And now the time has already came from last year. We decided we need to analyze the budget in terms of the MSME. How the MSME are benefiting with the budget provision. And I'm happy that that this is the second year of budget analysis on the budget. And we have with us GB Modi, who going to deal with you what are the benefits being given to this, to the MSME in the budget. The one of the best part of the budget is there are 3.5% more provision of the fund outlay into this budget. So by this, there is about 23,000, 100 crore, 23,100 crore is the outlay being decided to be spent on MSME. Out of that, 10,000 crore rupees going to be spent on the startup. And you might be aware of that definition of the MSME also being got changed. Is a welcome move. Previously, the MSME those are decided by the turnover. The turnover all got increased to 500 crore rupees. The people who deciding with the investment also being on the plant and machine. Now it's an investment into the all product category, investment into the company itself. So the investment also got increased. GB Modi ji will brief you, but I also know that the macro, the investment up to 2.5 crore rupees will be classified as a macro, and a turnover up to 10 crore rupees will be decided as a macro. In a small, 25 crore rupees investment into the company and up to 100 crore rupees turnover going to be a small company, and medium is 125 crore rupees into the investment into the company, and up to 500 crore rupees to be decided as a MSME. So it's a medium enterprise. So now it's a very welcome move. The industry is definitely going to benefit by having an increased turnover, and I'm believing that this is one of the best budget for the MSME. And now let's understand the intricacy and detailed provision of the budget, how affecting to the MSME and how it's benefiting to the MSME. Both way, let's discuss with the each provision wise. We have the expert, G. Modi. Now, request Numit to have a brief introduction of G. Modi ji, and then I request him, Modi ji, to take forward.
Very good afternoon, sir, and welcome on behalf of Committee on MSME and Startups. I welcome Chairman Mr. Dheeraj Kumar Khandelwal ji and our speaker for today's session, CA GB Modi ji. Although he doesn't need any, introduction, everyone knows him well. So, a brief introduction I'll give for CA GB Modi ji. He's into practice for the last 35 years. He's a partner with Modi and Agarwal Chartered Accountants, having their office at Mumbai, Pune, Sambhajinagar, Nasik, Dhule, Nandurbar, Jalgaon, and Malegaon. He has been appointed as securities market trainer by SEBI and NISM. He has also co-authorized the book Practice Manual on Package Scheme of Incentives 2013, published by WIRC. He has also been chairman of Dhule branch for the year 2015-16. He is into governing council member of Laghu Udyog Bharti Dhule for 15 to 17, 2017. He has been member of Maharashtra Rajya Agrawal Sammelan. He is also founder director of All India Cotton Gin Press Association. He is Dhule district convener of BJP Industry Cell for the years 2015 to 2020. He's also in North Maharashtra convener of BJP Economic Cell 2021. He has also been appointed as mentor for startup by North Maharashtra University, Jalgaon. His area of specialization includes obtaining subsidy from various government organizations like NABARD, National Horticulture Mission Board, SFAC New Delhi. He has handled various projects where he has obtained subsidy for more than 300 guinea gate pressing factories in Maharashtra, 400 SSI units from DIC in all the districts of Maharashtra, 27 cold storage from NHP, 200 guinea gate pressing factories from NABARD under the scheme Strengthening of Agriculture Marketing Infrastructure. He has obtained BCA for about 25 projects from Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh from SFAC New Delhi. He has given lectures on various forums, including the international conference. He delivered a lecture at Indonesia, Bali in IRC organized by Vasai branch of WIRC. He has delivered lecture at international conference at Hong Kong for Vasai branch. He has also delivered lecture at Paris in Europe in IRRC of WIRC.
Ma'am,
And
I think
various
it is
regional
sufficient.
conferences also he has delivered lectures.
I think it is sufficient. Let us have a topic.
Okay, we welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Namitji. Thank you, CN Umit Verma, for
Welcome.
introducing to me. Now coming to our topic, which is impact of or I think my slide is visible to everybody. Presentation is
Yes, it is.
yeah. So today we are thank you first of all to the chairman of the committee, my good friend Mr. Dhirajji Khandelwal, for giving me this opportunity to become a speaker on the very important topic under this budget. That is nowadays very rightly said by the chairman, sir. People are more interested in expenditure part rather than the income part of the government. And here we are going to discuss about the highlights of this 2025 budget as far as the MSME perspective is concerned. What the government of India has planned for the development of MSME in the country. So before coming to the topic, I just want to put in front of you the latest updated figures or latest updated news of the today by the central government that the RBI has reduced the repo rate by 0.25%. 25 पैसे से कम किया है from 6.5% to 6.25%, which was done in last 5 years first time. And it is expected by the RBI governor, Mr. known as Sanjay Malhotra ji, that our GDP will be 6.75% for the financial year 25-26. There was a concern about the reduction in GP, which is this GDP, which was at present 6.4. So by the reduction of this repo rate, it is expected that the GDP will grow up to 6.7 in follow this. And further, the rupee has become strong by 21 paise today because of this rate reduction in repo rate. So in this pretext, we are going to discuss about the today's topic, the key highlights of the budget as far as the MSME is concerned, what the government has given to the MSME sector in the country. And friends, as usual, you know my habit of delivering the lecture. I am going to discuss this lecture in the perspective of how as a practicing member, how as a practicing chartered accountant, we can take the advantage of the various provisions, various initiatives as various proclamation made by Honorable Finance Minister in her budget speech 2025 as far as this MSME sector is concerned. Because whatever she has uttered, whatever she has given in the budget speech, how it is going to develop our practice as an MSME consultant or MSME practitioner. In that perspective, I am going to discuss the entire session today so that we will have the opportunity to grab the various various provision, various incentives, various allocation of funds made by the Honorable Finance Minister in the country in the budget 2025. You know, the entire budget was kept on the four pillar of the economy. The entire budget presentations, engines of the, which is known as the engines for the development of the country, that is agriculture. You know, whenever budget is presented, agriculture is the prime focus. But first time, the next important pillar of the growth or the presentation of presentation of this budget was related to MSME. The word MSME has become a buzzword in the economy, and I think our institute has taken a very appropriate step by having the specific committee on MSME and startup. So we are in we are in hand to hand with the central government, as the government of India is giving importance to agriculture and MSME. Our committee is also giving importance to the upcoming sector of professional opportunity, that is MSME. Investment we can say in the form of capital expenditure in our known as infrastructure. Exports, see, India wants to improve its GDP, so export is necessary to get the foreign exchange. So on these four pillar, the total budget 2025 and the ultimate fuel is what? Reforms in government policy, ease of doing business, reforms, minimum governance and minimum government and maximum governance is the motto of the central government, and with that object this budget is presented as far as MSME is concerned. I am not going to deal with any direct tax or known as indirect tax provision. I am going to give concentration only on the MSME aspects. Guiding spirit, inclusivity, known as all the ministries taken together, collective efforts of the government, private sector, how the economy will be taken for the destination is what? The Vikasit Bharat by 2047. Just imagine a person or a child as born in 2025. What will be his age by 2047? He will be around 22 years of age. He will be youth. He will be doing his graduation, post-graduation examination. So whatever efforts the government of India or the Bharat is taking today, it is with the object of the benefits which the youth of our nation who will be born in this century, say from 24, 25 onward, they will be around 20 to 22 age when the vision of Honorable our Prime Minister is to take our country, that is Vikasit Bharat by 2047. So it is with that object, that vision in the mind, to give the new India in the hands of the youth of our nation, this MSME and this budget is presented, which is having four pillars, that is agriculture, MSME, investment and export. And she told she used was one phrase in her speech: a country is not just its soil, a country is its people. So it is a people oriented budget. The most important is given in the human asset of the country, the youth of the country, and with this object the budget is presented, keeping in view the Vikasit Bharat by 2047. Friends, you see the total expenditure in this 25-26 budget itself is 50.65 lakh crore. And friends, we are all chartered accountants. We know when the government of India's expenditure budget is 50.65 lakh crore. Just imagine, we are all chartered accountants, how much accounting, how much expenditure will fall, and how much audit, income tax, how much agencies, this 50 crore 65 lakh in 365 days the government is going to do the expenditure for the development of economy. So in my opinion, and I always say whenever I give a lecture, see, the entire chartered accountant profession is given the professional opportunities by only two ministries of the central government, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Ministry of Finance. But friends, if we look at all the 52 cabinet ministries of the central government. Each ministry is the professional opportunity. I think the ICAI should come out with a committee for, say, like MSME, Committee for Ministry of Food Processing, Committee for Information Technology, Commission for, say, for road and highways. So each ministry is a professional opportunity because each ministry is doing capital expenditure in the country. They have number of schemes. So friends, if you look beyond what traditionally we are doing from last 75 years as an chartered accountant, only related to the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Ministry of Finance. But if you see this 50.65 lakh crore total expenditure, the Defense Ministry is having 6.8 lakh, 6 lakh 8,000 crores. Road and Transport 2.87 lakh crore, Railways 2 crore, 2 lakh 55,000 crores. Home Affairs 2 lakh 2.33. Consumer Affairs, Food and so road, this known as rural development 1.9, chemical and fertilizer 1.61, MSME. See, ultimately, some private enterprises are going to execute this work of the government of India. Some may be contractor, some may be service provider, some may be the manufacturer. Ultimately, whatever is purchased for the execution of this all contract of the government of India, entire manufacturing sector, entire service sector is going to contribute, and the money will come in the hands of this sector. And somehow and otherwise also, our role as a chartered accountant is indispensable part of this. So this 50.65 crore, 50.65 lakh crore itself is a big figure. And I think after seeing the sector wise or the this sector wise expenditure, each sector is going to provide us the professional opportunity, whatever type of MSME, whether it is a manufacturer, service provider, each one of them have the opportunity to take the benefit out of this budget. Now come to the sector wise allocation: pension, defense, agriculture, education, health and energy, rural urban development, interest payment, home affairs, subsidy. 3,83,407 crore rupees will be given to various sector in the form of subsidies. 3,83,407 crore. Just ask ourselves as a practicing chartered accountant, how much we are contributing, how through us as a practicing chartered accountant, the end beneficiary of this subsidy is served by us as a chartered accountant. So these are the various sector in which the government is going to make the expenditure. The amount itself is a big amount, and each one of you will agree with me that not only the Ministry of this known as finance or corporate this corporate affairs, all the ministries are our clients going to give. Centrally sponsored scheme, 8% of the expenditure will be incurred by the under this budget for centrally sponsored scheme, which is 100%. Which are those schemes? Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Kisan Sampada Yojana. Ministry of Textiles, Ministry of Information Technology, Ministry of Alternate Energy, that is solar power. So centrally sponsored scheme, 8% of the amount will go in the centrally sponsored scheme, which is 100% sponsored by the central government. Central sector scheme, those schemes which are central sectors. Then interest, defense 8%, subsidies again 6%, that 3 lakh. Finance, commission, state, pension, other expenditure. So we have to concentrate those 16 plus 8. 24% is incurred by the central government on centrally sponsored scheme, and 90% of this centrally or central sector schemes budget is given to MSME sector in the country. Huge opportunity available under this budget for the practicing chartered accountant in MSME sector. MSME budget allocation. As far as the allocation of budget to MSME is concerned, it is 33.5% more as compared to financial year 24-25, which was 17,300 crore. Now this year 25-26, it is more to 23,100 crore, which is 33.5% more allocated to the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. So what it means? More funding, more credit to the MSME sector, more growth of this MSME sector, and more employment will be created in the country for the youth of this nation. So this budget allocation itself proves that the government is very positive as far as this MSME sector is concerned in the nations. MSMEs are the pillar of our economy. Their active participations and success are essential for our nation's sustainable growth. This was the statement given by Honorable Pradhan Sevak of our country. They are indispensable part of our economy. They are the pillars of our economy. Introductions of to MSME in India, I don't think currently, as per the budget speech of Honorable Finance Minister, what she has used and given in the budget, currently there are over 1 crore MSME registered in India, maybe from Udyam registration. But as per our estimate, as per our institute, as per our MSME, or as per the record available in the country, there are around 6.3 crore MSME registered, which is employing 7.5 crore people, which is also a budget speech by the Honorable Finance Minister, but around 11 crore people are employed directly or indirectly in the MSME sector and generating 36% of the manufacturing in India. So whatever is manufactured in the country, the MSME sector's contribution in manufacture is 36%. See the portion and see the opportunities available to the MSME in the country. MSME contributes nearly 30% of India's GDP. Out of that 6.7, whatever is projected by the RBI, or at present, which is 6.4%, 30% is contributed by the MSME sector in the country. And if you ask me, 30%, out of this 30%, the service sector is having 6% shares. And this MSME, manufacturing sector is having 6% and the service sector is having 24%. So the dominance of service sector in the GDP of our MSME is more and more important. And see, friends, we all practicing chartered accountants are classified as a service provider. So we are contributing as a financial consultant, as an MSME consultant, as a friend and philosopher, as a mentor, or as a hand-holding support to the MSMEs people through the startup committee. 24% of the GDP comes from the service sector. So much more importance. Currently, MSMEs are contributing 45% of our exports. So there is a dominance of export by the MSME in the country. Budget 2025 introduced key reforms to enhance growth and sustainability. The focus is on financial support. So in this entire budget and my next slides, you will come to know the focus of the Honorable Finance Minister while delivering a budget speech as far as this MSME sector is concerned is on financial support from say, farmer to the MSME sector or to the exporters of the country, digital transformation, minimum government and maximum governance, ease of doing business, and the new word is coming, ease of doing business. हो गया, काफी बार सुन लिया, ease of doing business. Now it is a speed of doing business. A new verb has come into existence in the country, in the Bharat, that is speed of doing business. No, nowadays we are not very comfortable with ease of doing business. Now we want the speed of doing business. All the entrepreneurs world over who are coming to Bharat, each one of they are interested in the speed in which the bankers give sanction to the entrepreneurs. the speed in which various licenses, various type of permits are issued by the government, so that the entrepreneurs may be able to start its manufacturing unit as early as possible, as early as possible. Environment clearances, 2 years are required to get the environment clearances from central government. Just imagine how the promoter will start their manufacturing activity. So it is now not ease of doing business. Now it is under digital transformation, it is a speed of doing business. And export facilitation. The government thrust is on financial support, digital transportation, but also export facilitation. Make maximum support for doing, and see, you will be aware about the DGFT, Director General of Foreign Trade. They have digitized all their services. No need to visit to the DGFT to get the clearances. It is very fast. That is a digital transformation. So the focus is on financial support, digital transformation, and export partition. Importance of MSME in economic growth. Now I am coming to the budget provisions. It provides jobs to over 7.5 crore people. Directly or indirectly, if you ask me, it is more than 11 crore. And if we take the employee in the service sector, in trade sectors, then it can cross along 20 crore, direct, indirect. So it is a huge employment generation, known as employment giving sector of the country, MSME. MSME also supports innovation, that is startup, research and entrepreneurship. There are various institute, national level, center of excellence in the country, which are providing entrepreneurship knowledge to the MSME in the country. Now coming to the key announcements in budget 2025 as far as MSME is concerned. Why I have given all this background to you? Because you to understand the importance of MSME sector in the country as far as the government, as far as the initiative till date taken by the government of India. Now we'll come to the aspects of this 2025 budget provision wise. Friends, you are aware, in the COVID period, Mr. Nitinji Gadkari was invited or given the charge as the cabinet minister for MSME. And the long awaited amendment in the definition of MSME was undertaken by the then MSME minister, Mr. Nitinji Gadkari, and the revised definition has eliminated the difference between manufacturing and service sector. And they have reclassified the MSME definition, which has now been increased to micro enterprises, investment in plant and machinery and equipment. Just mind, because you will come to know the difference between the new definition which is introduced by the Honorable Finance Minister in her budget speech, because it has to be passed by the Honorable in the Lok Sabha, then only it will become an act. But still it is a proclamation by the Honorable Finance Minister. So micro enterprises, and what the old definition says, it says investment in plant and machinery and equipment. So all other investment, that is investment in land, investment in building, investment in other assets, investment in say compound wall, labor quarter, office block, other assets is excluded while defining the definition of micro enterprises, whether it is a service sector or whether it is a manufacturing sector. So the aggregate investment in plant and machinery and equipment other than the investment in other assets not more than 1 crore and having annual turnover not more than 5 crore is classified as a micro enterprises. Now, what the revised definition as per the present budget says, the revised definition says investment. They have removed the word in budget speech, and if you take the fine printout of the Honorable Finance Minister budget speech printout, the word appearing is investment. the aggregate fixed capital investment. Only the word investment is appearing. Plant and machinery and equipment is not appearing. So my individual opinion is that it is the aggregate investment which is taken to the asset side of the balance sheet by the MSME will be the deciding factor about the classification of MSME, whether it is a micro enterprises, small enterprises, or medium enterprises. So friends, I think you got my reply or what I want to say to you. Investment in plant and machinery and equipment versus investment, only investments, neither fixed capital investment or aggregate investment. So as far as this micro enterprises is concerned, investment in plant and machinery up to 1 crore to investment in MSME to be classified as micro enterprises is 2.5 CR. So in my opinion, it includes the land value, building value, plant value, electrical installation, plant and machinery, other fixed assets, solar panel, way bridge, firefighting equipment, pre-operative expenses, which is capitalized. So it is the aggregate investment, which is, if it is below 2.5 CR, then it will be classified as a micro enterprises. And the annual turnover, previously it was 5 crore, now it is up to 10 crore. So what will happen? More and more manufacturing units in the country, whether he is a service provider or a manufacturer, because in the last definition, the elimination has already been done between manufacturing and service. So I presume that the same definition, only the threshold limit in investment is removed, but the elimination, the manufacturing and service is continued. So micro enterprises from 1 crore to 2.5 crore in investment and annual turnover not exceeding up to from 5 crore to 10 crore is taken. So I think 80% of the MSME sector in the country will now for 80, more than 90, I think so. If you see the statistic, more than 90% of the units now will be classified as micro enterprises in the country. Now come to the next definition, that is what? Small scale industry. As per old definition, investment in plant and machinery not more than 10 crore and having turnover not more than exceeding 50 crore is the old definition, which is a gazetted notification. Now what is spoken in the budget, what is written and what is said in the budget by the Honorable Finance Minister is that the investment limit is increased from present 10 crore to 25 crore. So it is an aggregate investment in the project which is increased by 15 crore. And the turnover limit is increased from 50 crore to 100 crore. So now most of the unit, I think say 5 to 10% will be reclassified. They will be eligible. Otherwise, what was happening? And see, I will come to that line afterward. We'll just go through this definition and then I will come to know how the professional opportunities to chartered accountants in all the 28 states of the country is going to come in our hands. See the revised definition of medium scale enterprises. Investment in plant and machinery up to 50 crore and annual turnover not exceeding 250 crore is classified as medium as per old definition. Now what the new definition says? Investment in plant and investment in MSME up to 125 crore. Up capital expenditure up to 125 crore will be classified as medium enterprises and annual turnover up to 500 crore will be or it is not and any one condition is fulfilled, you are classified to be MSME. So turnover limit is increased from 250 crore to 500 crores. So friends, if you see your state specific policies, You name the state in the country, whether it is Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Assam, Bihar, Telangana, whatever. There is a state specific policies which are saying that an MSME as defined under 206 to 2006 Act, MSME Act 2006, are eligible to get the benefit under state policies. So what will happen if this revised definition is continued by the state industry department? Then I think the respective state governments, or in those state, 95% of the unit will be eligible as MSME units to get the benefit of subsidy from the respective state government from their respective industrial policies. Otherwise, what was happening in previous scheme, if your investment in plant and machinery and equipment is exceeding 50 crore, particularly if you ask me textile, if there is a spinning mill with a 25,000 spindles, it was classified as a large scale enterprise. It cannot be classified as a medium scale enterprises. And there is a difference in the state government scheme as far as micro, small and medium enterprises is concerned as compared to the large, mega, ultra mega projects. Now, what will happen if the same spinning mill with a 30 or 50,000 spindle, now what is happening? Even that spinning mill is having 50,000 spindle, it will be classified as a medium scale enterprise. Not only that, a spinning mill will be eligible to get the advantage of the state MSME policy, that spinning mill having investment less than 250 crore will also be eligible to get the priority sanction from the nationalized bank. So now we have to wait what the nationalized bank is going to reclassify, how the state government is reacting or acting or giving the reaction once this revised definition is proclaimed by the Honorable Finance Minister, how the state government is going to revise their policy. Or if they continue with those policies, then I think it's a win-win situation for all the MSME in the country, within the state, from the neighboring state. And I think if this definition is understood by the globe at large, the foreign manufacturing enterprises in the world, and if they see that the government is giving priority sector advances, the state government is treating investment up to 250 crore as a medium scale enterprises, I think the world will be attracted to Bharat to establish their manufacturing enterprises in various states of India. And they will make a due diligence which is the state in India which is offering maximum benefit as far as the state industrial policies are concerned, in consonance with the MSME definition, revised definition of the central government. So in that pretext, friends, we as a practicing chartered accountant, we as an MSME guide or philosopher or a consultant, not only getting the professional opportunities within Bharat, but the globe will be attracted to come and establish their unit within the state, within the territory of Bharat with this revision of definitions. So friends, much more practice is coming in your fold. Be aware. Our slogan is that a Supteshu Jagrati. Here we have to decode this definition and keep our eye and ears open how the state government is going to react with the revision in definition as far as their state specific policies are concerned. Whether they are going to revise or whether going to give some amendment in their state policies. If they continue with this, their state policies in consonance with the central government policies, I think there is a big professional opportunities available in the country with this change in the definitions. New credit guarantee cover, CGT MSE. The micro and small enterprises, the word medium enterprises is not available. See the difference. CGT MSE is available only to micro and small enterprises, means investment up to 25 crore and turnover less than 100 crore. So the CGT MSE from 5 crore to 10 crore, the collateral free loan. I am against why these banks and the government of India and the Ministry of Finance and even we practitioner as a chartered accountant are using the word collateral free. I don't think it is a collateral free. It is CGT MSE guaranteed. 75% of the loan is guaranteed by the CGT MSE trust, which is formed by the government of India. The government is taking the guarantee. So why we are using the word collateral free? No, it is a guaranteed by the government of India, and I don't think why these banks are also using the word collateral free for micro and small enterprises from 5 crore to, okay, they have increased the limit of giving this CGT MSE cover from 5 crore to 10 crore. But if you ask me particularly, it is not a collateral free. The government is giving guarantee, the bank is getting guarantee. How it can be treated as a collateral free? The bankers are taking 1 point or 1 percentage point higher rate of interest. Then how it can be treated as a collateral free? It is not a collateral, it is guaranteed by the sovereign of the government of India. भारत की सरकार इसकी guarantee दे रही है. I don't think we should use the phrase in future, or the bankers should use the phrase, or the government officials should use the phrase collateral free. It is government guaranteed finance from 5 crore to 10 crore. So what will happen? Even the micro enterprises whose limit in investment is revised from 2.5 crore, 1 crore to 2.5 crore, or small enterprises, that now they will have two type of loans. One is CGT MSE covered loan and CGT MSE not covered loan. If somebody is having a project cost up to 20 crore, now what will happen? He will get 10 crore rupees under CGT MSE, which is government guaranteed, and balance 5 crore, which is not guaranteed. So he will, it for first generation entrepreneurs or a person who is an MSME who do not have sufficient collateral security to offer to the bank, that 5 crore he can, and now hybrid collateral is also permitted. Partial CGT MSE cover, partial collateral. So up to 10 crore of rupees loan, it is guaranteed by the government of India. And what the finance minister is expecting in next 5 years, 1,50,000 crore rupees. How much? Just imagine how the MSME is going to get benefit of this CGT MSE scheme, which I do not want to use the collateral free, which is guaranteed by the government of India. 1,50,000 crore will be disbursed in next 5 years. It means on an average 30 lakh crore per annum. In financial year 25-26, under this CGT MSE scheme, 30 lakh crore will be given in the form of cover for micro and small enterprises up to 10 crore of rupees. So what is happening? See, in 10 crore, I think you can have a textile unit, you can have a ginning and pressing unit, you can have a edible oil refinery unit. So many unit will now be established with this 10 crore of rupees fund. So many unit can be established. And this will give boost to the micro and small enterprises in the country. And I am little bit doubt when the bankers, friends, argue with your bankers. Then when they say it is a collateral free, we are getting government guarantee, our risk assessment is higher, hence we are going to charge you 12.75 or 12.5%. Who says it is collateral free? अरे इट इज गारंटेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, भारत की सरकार ने तुमको गारंटी दिया है. सो इट द लोन which is CGT MSC covered should also have the same rate of interest which is covered by collateral security which is owned by promoter or his third party and which is given say 75% collateral as per realizable value, same rate of interest. You are getting 1% more interest. So I think the MSME ministry should take interest in this, how the bankers are treating this loan as a collateral free and they are asking more rate of interest from the micro and small enterprises under the pretext that it is collateral free. It is guaranteed by government of India. I don't think it is a collateral fee. It is a CGT MSC covered. So friends, the two things I have cleared in front of you. One, the limit under CGT MSC is increased from 5 crore to 10 crore, and it is expected that in next 5 years, say from 25 to 2030, 31, 1.5 lakh crore will be disbursed under this CGT MSC scheme per year, 30 crore. For startup, this CGT MSC cover is now increased from 10 crore to 20 crore. Risk capital for startup. Normally, the chances of success and chances of failures are more in the case of startups. But startups in defense sector, startup in innovations, they will be encouraged by Startup India movement, which was inaugurated by Honorable Pradhan Sevak on 16th January 2016 at Vigyan Bhavan. Now the startup will be given more support from the nationalized bank. And friends, there are specified startup banks, branches in the country. Specified startup branches which are exclusively giving funding to the startup in the country, set up by these all 12 nationalized bank in the country, from 10 crore to 20 crore. And what is happening in case of DPIIT recognized startup, the guarantee fee which is recovered for non-startup micro small enterprises is reduced by 1% by the Honorable Finance Minister. So henceforth, the bank or the CGT MSC trust will charge only 1% guarantee fee if it is a recognized startup which is into micro and small enterprises which is approaching to the bank for getting CGT MSC cover on their fund, and they will be given concessional rate of guarantee fee under this new credit guarantee cover CGT MSC under this 2025 budget which is given for MSME sector for startup. Export promotion mission. I told you the 4 pillar: agriculture, MSME, youth, employment and export. So export promotion mission, Government of India has launched so many mission in the country. And now in this 2025 budget, they have come out with an export promotion mission. So what is happening? The finance ministry was having one scheme which is known as interest equalization scheme, which is giving concessional rate of interest for export funding. Now this scheme is discontinued as on 31st December 2024. So what is happening? A fresh fund have been allocated under this mission for export promotion as far as MSME is concerned. So export promotion mission is going to be launched under this 2025 budget for MSME sector. 20 crore credit for export oriented MSME unit. It is not an aggregate. It is for MSME, individual. 20 crore credit for export oriented MSME will be given under this export promotion missions. So an individual MSME will be eligible to get up to 20 crore rupees as if the product, the services which is provided or the product which is manufactured in the MSME, they will now approach to their bankers under this export promotion mission of the government of India for enhanced credit limit up to 20 crore. And under this export promotion mission, which are the sectors for which this export promotion will be given? That is handicap goods, which is very famous as far as Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand is concerned, or say Jammu Kashmir is concerned, or Uttar Pradesh is concerned, or if you go to Assam, Mizoram, or to down to this Orissa, or to the Gujarat state, it is handicapped which is manufactured by the tribal community. So give promotions to these handicapped goods. The export promotion mission will be launched by the government under this 2025 budget speech for MSME sector. Leather sectors, which is having much more export potential, marine products, domestic MRO. What is this MRO? Maintenance, repair, and overall for railway goods. And you know, Atmanirbhar Bharat, under Atmanirbhar Bharat, number of trains, more than 2000 trains of world class, that is Vande Bharat train, is going to be indigenously manufactured in the country. And so many old trains will be out of the track. And with that mission of domestic MRO, maintain, repair, and overall for railway goods. Whatever goods are used in the railways, those for those exports and those repair and maintenance, and overall this export promotion mission is going to help. So empowering exports, expanding horizon, new and new countries, new and new products, and driving India toward Vikasit Bharat by 2047. The ultimate goal is for the youth of nation by 2047, the population which is taking birth today will be by 2047, maybe around 22 years of age, and they will get the opportunity to manufacture and export their commodity to the globe at large. So empowering exports, expanding horizons, more and more products should be brought into the export kitty or export basket, and driving India towards Vikasit Bharat was the vision. Now we'll come to the textile sector. Friends, you are aware, you name the state in the country. Maharashtra is having Maharashtra textile policy 23 to 28. Oh, sorry, 24 to 29. Maharashtra textile policy, Gujarat textile policy, Madhya Pradesh textile policy, Assam textile policy, Karnataka textile policy. In addition to that, the government of India under a tough technology upgradation fund scheme, Ministry of Textile, integrated textile park. So many schemes are declared by the central government, Ministry of Textile. Friends, at the start of my speech, I have told you, I have used the word. We all practicing chartered accountant, the entire Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is having a syllabus which is centered or concentrated with two ministries of the central government, that is Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Ministry of Finance. Textile Ministry, a special textile ministry in the central government, cabinet and state. Textile is the backbone of our economy. And to develop this textile sector under this MSME 2025 budget, two more types of shuttleless looms added to the list of fully exempted textile machinery to promote the domestic production of technical textile. Just concentrate on the word technical textile. The Ministry of Textile, Government of India has come out with a national mission on technical textile. The Ministry of Textile, Government of India has launched at central level the National Mission on Technical Textile with a fund allocation of 1,485 crore rupees. The future opportunity in our country is in technical textile. And to boost the technical textile manufacturing activity in the MSME sector in our territory of Bharat, two more shuttle looms with a 100% fully exempted to be imported. Two more types of shuttle lame soup added to the list of fully exempted textile machinery to promote domestic production of textile units, thus facilitating modernization and capacity building in the weaving sector. For your information, the government of Maharashtra, Ministry of Textile and Cooperation has come out with a tender that they want to establish 6 technical textile park in the state of Maharashtra, and the grant which will be provided by the government of Maharashtra for establishing the technical textile park is 55% of the machinery cost, subject to maximum 250 crore. How much? 250 crore. And now what is the percentage? 55% of the machinery cost. And 6 textile parks in technical textile park in each revenue district of the state of Maharashtra. If you ask the government of Gujarat, you ask the Madhya Pradesh government, you ask the government of Punjab, this Haryana, Rajasthan, or the neighboring state, southern state of India, each state government is giving a boost or promoting the technical textile manufacturing in the country. Till date, we are not Atmanirbhar as far as this technical textile is concerned. The government of India is importing technical textile. Now, Bharat want to export the technical textile, and with that vision, that view, the looms will be given full exemptions for taxes to boost make in India in technical textile sector such as agro textile. See, there are 14 sector as far as this technical textile is concerned. Agrotech, Meditech, Geotech, Sporttech, Padtech, Buildtech. So here the vision of the MSME ministry, of the finance minister, is to give boost to technical textile in agro textile. Again, the 4 pillar of the economy on which this budget is totally centered is agro textiles, medical textiles, Meditech. See, in the pandemic of corona, that PPE kit and mask, it is nothing but a medical textile. Geotextile, that is used in road constructions, civil constructions, garmenting, and so many things are done from this geotextile. So that is a technical textile. The custom duty on knitted fabrics has been increased to safeguard the interest of the MSME sector in the country. So what will happen? The import of these knitted fabrics will become now costly because of the increase in custom duty. To improve the competitiveness of the Indian knitted fabrics manufacturing. Knitted, so Surat in Gujarat, Ichalkaranji in Maharashtra, Bhilwara in Rajasthan, wherever there is this knitted fabrics manufacturing MSME sector is situated in the country, now they will be benefited by the increase in the custom duty, so that they will now become competitive in the world. China से import होता था, बांग्लादेश से import होता था this knitted fabric. Now it will become competitive because the custom duty is increased. So as far as this textile sector export is concerned, this type of benefits are given. Handicraft exports. 9 new groups of materials can now be imported duty free. Duty free. There will be no duty for manufacturing handicrafts in the country. Duty free raw material will be imported from abroad in the country to manufacture handicraft goods for exports. What was happening? Previously, it was costly, so we could not afford to purchase, could not afford to prepare the handicraft goods. Now it can be duty free imported. Our expertise, our craftsmen, our artisans will work on it, and then it will be again exported out of India. So with that object, 9 new groups of materials will be imported duty free for manufacture of handicraft goods for exports. So it is known as EPCG, export promotion. Additionally, the time limit for export of the handicraft goods extended from 6 months to 1 year. So there was a conditions in DGFT that you have to export within 6 months. Now the period has been extended for one more. So MSME is going to benefit, or extendable for further period of 3 months. Ease of doing business. See, the ultimate object of the government is what? To safeguard the interest of the micro and small enterprises in the country. Ease of doing business. Minimum government, maximum governance. The rules has simplified as far as these handicraft products are concerned in the country. Leather industry, in Tamil Nadu, particularly, Tamil Nadu is very rich, and Tamil Nadu is also having the leather and footwear export promotion policy within the state of Tamil Nadu. So we are exporter of leather goods, and so that with that view, custom duty and weight blue leather is reduced from 10% to 0 to support domestic value additions. What is happening? It was very tough, or it was costly to purchase the weight blue leather from outside India because of the custom duty. Now it has been reduced. The MSME is going to benefit. More and more leather product will be manufactured in the country, because now no need to import the finished product. Because of the raw material cost was at higher side, now the raw material cost will become cheap. Hence, the finished product will become cheap to manufacture in the country. The more and more MSME will be benefited. Export duty and crushed leather also reduced from 20% to 0 to facilitate export by small tanners. The word itself is saying that the small tanners, now they will import the crushed leather with a 0%. They will do value addition in that, and now they will become competitive in the international market as far as this leather industry is concerned. So these are the benefits given under this budget as far as this leather industry is concerned. Marine products. Friends, do you know that from right Somnath to Ganga Sagar, I am telling from Gujarat to the state of West Bengal, that is Somnath to Ganga Sagar, India has got 7,516 kilometer coast belt. I think 60% of our boundaries are covered by sea. The importance of marine products, the seafood, the frozen foods, the fish, which is a rich minerals or rich food products, which can be taken from this 7,516 kilometer coast belt to make those fish product or marine product competitive and export viable. This budget has given custom duty on frozen paste cerebum reduced from 30% to 5%, making it cheaper to manufacture surme analog product for export. So a component which is required to increase the shelf life of the marine product. I am not a non-veg person, so I cannot know what is the exact meaning of this product. But I think as a MSME consultant or an MSME or as a finance person, if the custom duty is on a component is reduced from 30% to 5%, now it will be become competitive to export the finished product in the international market by taking the advantage of 7,516 meter, 16 kilometer coastal belt of our country. Custom duty on fish hydrolyslate reduced from 15% to 5% for manufacture of aquatic feed. So more benefit to the feed manufacturer who are doing this, because now it will cost them less and they will become competitive in the international. Since this is a non-veg, I am not aware about the product. I cannot give more explanation. One thing is sure, that this marine aquaculture, fish or coast-based industry, fish product industries will flourish because of these concessions given in the custom duty. Maintenance, repair and overall of railway goods. Time limit for exporting goods to foreign origin importer. Foreign original importers for repair has been extended from 6 months to 1 year, because normally what happens, it takes times to get the repair and maintenance done. So see again, what is this? This is a minimum government, maximum governance. The period has been extended, taking the hitch faced by this repair, maintenance and overall service provider as far as the railway wagons are concerned, and which is extended to 1 year, and it will be further extended by 1 more year. So it's a win-win situations for railway MRO persons who are in the service sector. Friends, I think you are it is a habit of each chartered accountant to attend the budget which is presented by the Honorable Finance Minister. In 2021 budget, when the Finance Minister has uttered the word asset monetization, the government is going to monetize the assets of the government owned asset, whether it is a central government owned or a central government or the state government owned or various department of the central government, various ministries of the central government is concerned. And it was expected by 21 to 25, 6 lakh crore will be earned by the government of India by monetizing the asset of idle assets of the government of India. It is not going to be sold. Be careful. The government is not going to sell the asset. The government is leasing the asset which are ideal, not used by the government. So in 21 to 25, the government has monetized, that was known as Asset Monetization Plan 1. And under that plan, the government has expected to earn 6 lakh crore, and which is already achieved. The target is achieved by the government of India and various sectors under which this target. Why? See, when the government is expecting 6 lakh crore, the private sector is going to take these assets on lease basis from the central government. And it was expected 40 45 lakh crore rupees capex will be incurred by the private sector under Asset Monetization Plan 1. And when the private sector is going to do capital expenditure on this government owned asset, MSME is going to get the benefit. Whether it is a service provider or whether it is a manufacturer or whether he is a construction contractor or whether he is a crane manufacturer, and under the old asset monetization plan of 2021, I am just giving you I do not want to concentrate on the past. I want to take you to the present. Roads 1,60,000, railways 1,52,000 crore, power transmission 45,000 crore, power generation. These are the figures which is given expected. So telecom, warehousing, mining, aviation, port, stadium, urban real estate, product, natural gas, power generation, power transmission, railway, roads. These are the sectors which are monetized under asset monetization pipeline 0.01. Now, under this budget 2025, the government, the finance ministry is expecting the successes of first monetization plan, the second plan for 25 to 30 will be launched to plow back capital of 10 lakh crore in new projects. So, even after meeting the first tranche of asset monetization of 6 lakh crore, by 25 to 30, this is a 5-year plan, the government is expecting 2 lakh crore per annum revenue generation from monetizing the assets of the central government. See, the private sector which is going to take this asset on lease basis, they will not keep that asset ideal or idle. They are going to take that asset on lease basis and they will be paying the rent. Hence, they are going to construct various types of infrastructure on those government owned land. And when the capex will be done, the MSME sector is going to get the benefits. So friends, the window for this asset monetization pipeline was not accessible to the private sector, to the public at large individually. It is within the government they can view the asset monetization and the asset which are going to be monetized. But recently, I think 2-3 days before Economics Times and Times of India, it is said by the Revenue Secretary that the window will be open for the general public also to access which assets of the government are going to be monetized from 25 to 30. And the capital expected to be earned by the government of Bharat is 10 lakh crore new projects. So 2 lakh crore each year will be taken under this asset monetization. You will say, you or some audience or the person who are listening to me will ask, what is the role of MSME in this? I told you, I initially, when starting my speech, I told you, I am going to discuss the government plans in the pretext of opportunities to be created. How the opportunity will come to the MSME sector. How we as a practicing chartered accountants can find the or take the professional opportunities from this type of activity which is undertaken by the government of Bharat under this 2025 budget. 10 lakh crore. तो भाई गवर्नमेंट खर्चा करेगा, some contractor will get JCB, Pockland, stone crushers, highway, that bitumen, RMC plants, that AAC blocks. So capital formation, GDP, ultimately whatever government is going to get, it means GDP of the country is going to go. Manufacturing will take place, and when there is a manufacturer, there is an MSME. And when there is an MSME, there is a fund. When there is a fund, there is an account. And if there is an account, there is a chartered accountant. Hence, professional opportunity for we practicing chartered accountant are coming by 2030 under asset monetization pipeline. Budget 25-26, higher credit through Kisan credit cards, loan limit under modified interest subvention scheme, MIS. The scheme name was known as MIS, MISS. Kisan credit card, which was initially issued of 3 lakh rupees, now the limit has been increased to 5 lakh. You will ask me, friends, अरे भाई चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट एंड क्रेडिट कार्ड का क्या रोल है? The Kisan is going to get the benefit of 2 lakh rupees extra by way of getting this Kisan credit card annual limit. But what will happen? The farmer will get more funds in his farm. He will do the mechanized farming. He will purchase the sprinkler system. He will purchase or he will use the latest technological equipments to do his farming, and the farm product will increase. And friends, if you go to the Ministry of Food Processing Industries, if you go to the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, the Kisan Sampada scheme of Ministry of Food Processing Industry, what it is providing for creation, expansion, and modernization of food processing industry. If the farmer will grow more crops, who will do the value additions? The MSME sectors, the food processors, the manufacturers, who will make the value addition in agro commodities, which is grown by the farmers. If the farmer gets more financial support, more and more crop will be manufactured by the farmers with the help of this Kisan credit card. More and more agro commodity will be grown by the farmers, and value addition will be done by whom? The MSME of the country. So by enhanced credit limit to the farmers from 3 lakhs to 4 lakh, the MSME is going to benefit. Kisan credit card facilitates short-term loans, and about 7.7 crore farmers, fishermen, and they now this enhanced limit of 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs will be given for commercial farming, mechanized farming, the MIS scheme. So Kisan credit cards facilitate short-term loans for 7.7 crore farmers, fishermen and dairy farmers. So fishermen, again that export promotion scheme for fishermen, dairy farmers, Ministry of Food Processing Industry, Kisan Sampada Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, PM FME scheme, Pradhan Mantri formalization of micro food processing enterprises of the Ministry of Food Processing Industry now come to Ministry of Farmers and Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare under this National Horticulture Board, which is offering cash subsidy for net shed, rose nursery, banana, and cold storages. Recently, this National Horticulture Board has doubled the rate of their per ton cost of construction for cold storage. Per ton, the person who was previously getting 1,60,000 subsidy, now he will be eligible to get 2 crore 50 lakh rupees subsidy. The rate of construction has been increased from 8,000 to 10,000, 12,000 rupees per metric ton of cold storage. So if the farmers are getting more fund, the cold storage industry is going to grow in the country. If the farmers are getting higher credit, the food processing industry, pulp manufacturing, juice manufacturing, banana, sugar manufacturing, the CBG manufacturing, compressed biogas, the organic farmers, dairy farming, milk and milk product, ice cream, paneer, butter, ghee, makhan, milk powder industry will grow because the farmers are getting higher credit. So the link, we have to link between the scheme, the government, the finance minister, and how the MSME sector is going to benefit from this. So 7.7 crore farmers. The scheme will apply only to, as I told, the MIS scheme, MISS, Modified Interest Subvention Scheme, under which the interest subvention of 3%, 7% to 3%, effectively the farmers are only paying 4% rate of interest up to 3 lakh rupees of loan. So what will happen now? Up to 5 lakh rupees of loan, the farmer will be paying only 4% rate of interest. More fund will come in the hands of the farmers. The scheme will apply only to accounts, existing KCC accounts that have a good repayment track records. Those accounts which have a good track records will only be eligible to get higher credit from 3 lakh to 5 lakh rupees. Those primarily engaged in what type of farming? Commercial farming, not a traditional farming. The farmer has to use modern implements. He has to have a commercial look at his farm. He do the farming activity as a business, not as a necessity or a compulsion. It is a commercial farming. See what is happening in Punjab. The farmers of Punjab are rich because they are using the modern implements in their day-to-day farming. They are doing commercial farming. But if you see Bihar and Uttar Pradesh or the underdeveloped states of our country, that is Jharkhand, they are using traditional method. They don't have advanced equipment. So this 3 to 5 lakh rupees will increase the fund in the hands of the farmers, and those accounts which are prompt in their repayment, and the farmers which are doing commercial farming will get the advantage of this modified interest subvention scheme, that is a MIS scheme, which provide short-term agriculture loan through KCC at a concessional interest rate of 7%. So they get concessional, and that interest is applied once in a year, once in 6 months only. Crop wise, Rabi crop and summer crop, like that, 7%, not on monthly basis. So the prompt repayment incentive, PRI, if the farmer has repaid the 3 lakh rupees loan without any delay, with interest at a proper within a time, then he is provided 3% incentive. So effectively he is paying only 4%. So KCC is going to change the life of the farmers in the country. Again, come to the first slide, my presentation. The focus is on agriculture. And keeping that focus on agriculture, this 5 lakh rupees higher credit limit under KCC is provided, and the MSME sector. Ultimately, farmer is not going to do. And see, you see, there is a scheme of Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, AIF, 1 lakh crore, which is providing 3% interest subvention, collateral free loan up to 2 crore rupees under AIF scheme of the central government. And that scheme has done miracle in the value chain, agro value chain in the country. And if you add the state government's food technology policy, food processing policy, in the state of Maharashtra, Maharashtra is having a Chief Minister Agro and Food Processing Policy. Gujarat government is having Gujarat Food Processing Policy. The Gujarat government is giving additional 7% interest subvention to food processors. So when the Kisan become rich, when the Kisan get higher credit, more and more agro product will come, and this the biggest threat to the agriculture product is that 90% of the agri product are perishable in nature. To increase the shelf life of this agriculture product, the MSME sector plays very important role by establishing cold storages, by establishing value addition manufacturing unit like tomato pulp, tomato ketchup, pulp manufacturing, from milk to milk powder manufacturing, from mango to mango pulp manufacturing, from sugar cane to sugar manufacturing, from sugar to jaggery manufacturing. So the MSME sector is going to develop once this Kisan or farmers of our country will develop. Customized credit cards. A new credit card will be now available as it is available to the farmers, KCC. A new credit card will be introduced by the Department of Financial Services, Government of India, Ministry of Finance, which is a credit card with a 5 lakh limit for micro enterprises, investment up to 2.5 crore and turnover less than 2.5 crore, 25 crore. So micro enterprises will now be eligible. See the benefit of Udyam registration. More and more enterprises, whether those are in service sector or manufacturing sector, if they are Udyam registered and they are classified as a micro enterprises, they will be eligible to get the credit card with a limit of 5 lakh. Registration on Udyam portal. So the enterprises which are registered on Udyam portal will be eligible to get 5 lakh limit of credit card from, and in the first year, which year? 25-26, 365 days. The government is expecting to issue 10 lakh crore, 10 lakh crore, 10 lakh number of cards to the micro enterprises. I don't think the finance minister itself has uttered there as 1 crore MSME units in the country. So the cards will be more in number as compared to the MSME or the micro enterprises available in the country. So easy finance will be eligible, applicable, or made available to the micro enterprises. So biggest benefit to the small first generation entrepreneurs in the country. The young women, the graduates who are coming from colleges, the first generation entrepreneurs, they will get the advantage of this 5 lakh limit micro enterprises credit card. And friends, as a practicing CA, we can play a very great role in the life of the first generation entrepreneur by educating them about this upcoming credit card by the Honorable Finance Minister, which will be issued in first year, and 10 lakh such card will be issued. I think that financial literacy camp. So I think the committee on MSME will take the advantage, and through the 170 branches of our ICI, through study circle, we will go to the colleges, small villages of our country, and we will educate the young promoters of micro enterprises to take the advantage of, so that in future they will become Ambanis and Adanis and of this country. It can happen in our India. Women entrepreneurs, the thrust on women, Atmanirbhar Mahila, with that object, 5 lakhs. It is number, it is not a rupee. 5 lakh. SC, ST, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes, not women, and first time woman. General category, first time woman. A woman which is doing any entrepreneurship, whether she is in service sector or whether she is in a manufacturing sector. So 5 lakh such women will be supported in next 5 years. By what? Up to 2 crore term loan support during next 5 years. 2 lakh crore rupees per woman. And how much woman will be given? 5 lakh women in next 5 years. SC, ST and first time women entrepreneurs will be supported. So woman led SC, ST owned manufacturing enterprises, micro, small and medium enterprises will be given financial support, not a grant. It is a term loan up to 2 crore. It is nowhere mentioned that whether it is CGT MSC covered, because once they are manufacturer, CGT cover is already enhanced up to 10 crore. So 10 crore. So bankers will be having from 25-26 in the financial year a target of doing funding to SC, ST and first time women entrepreneurs, particularly to doctors, nurses, a young MBA girl student who is coming to the market, a technical engineering lady student, a mechanical engineer, a software engineer, who are coming first generation entrepreneur, they will be having in future the preferential priority disbursement of loan from nationalized banks and private sector bank up to 2 crore of rupees as an entrepreneurs in the country. Funds of funds for startup. You know, under Startup India movement, the government of India, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, DPIIT, which has introduced or which is monitoring the Startup India movement in the country, the Atal Innovation Fund of 10,000 crore rupees was established. Now, on the similar line, a new funds of funds with an additional 10,000 crore will be established with an expandable scope. The scope of these funds of funds will be expanded and 10,000 crore rupees more will be allocated for these startups of our country to increase the startup movement in the country, to promote employment and entrepreneurship opportunities in labor intensive sectors. Our government will undertake specific policy and facilitation measures. What is those? See, PLI scheme, production linked incentive scheme in 14 sector was introduced by the government of Bharat. Now, ELI scheme, E stand for employment linked incentive schemes. Now it has become a new word which is used by the industry department of various state government and even by the central government. Employment linked incentive schemes. If any manufacturers, the benefits, the subsidies, the grants are given based on the incremental employment created by the entrepreneurs of this country, entrepreneurs or MSME sector in the country. To promote the employment, to give the to solve the problem of unemployment in the country. A special ministry is created by central government which is known as Ministry of Skill Development. So more thrust is given for the employment creation in the country. So like production linked incentive scheme, employment linked incentive scheme will is now become a new incentive schemes by various state and central government ministries and departments, and they are giving incentives in the form of, see that stipend scheme, skill development scheme, the central government PM stipend scheme up to 8,000 rupees, 10,000. If anybody goes to any private sector or government sector enterprises, the government is going to pay the stipend of those students to get the skill enhancement, capacity building of the youth of our nation. Nowadays, it is not the degrees which are important, that you are MCom, MA, LLB, or say BTech, MTech, or technical graduate. Now it is the skill which is important. So to promote the employment and entrepreneurship opportunities in labor-intensive sectors, the government will take specific policy and facilitations measures. And the focus product are which scheme for footwear and leather sector to be launched. And I say the Tamil Nadu government is having their state-specific policies for food and leather industries. Key features as far as this food and leather industries is concerned: to enhance productivity, to enhance quality, to enhance competitiveness of India's footwear and leather industry, so they can become export oriented, feasible to be export oriented. So there will be key features for this type of industry. And you have seen the duty concessions for raw material component to be imported into the India. Key features: design capacity, center of excellence will be created, design capacity, component manufacturing, machinery for productions. Bharat is importing some types of machinery from out of India, China, Germany, Japan, or some neighboring country like various countries. Now, machinery production, indigenous productions of textile, this leather manufacturing machinery will be given importance. To facilitate employment for 22 lakh persons. See, the expectation of the government under this leather and footwear industry is to create 22 lakhs employment by creating a turnover of 4 lakh crore and export of footwear, export of over 1.1 lakh crore, 1 lakh 10,000 crore from this focus product scheme for footwear. So in coming period, you will see that the government will come with a central scheme under which incentives will be given to MSME sector for this design capacity, component manufacturing in food and food products, food and leather products, and machinery production indigenously within the boundaries of Bharat. To facilitate 20 lakhs employment, measure for toy sector. Friends, if you are aware, in Uttar Pradesh, Meerut, a toy park is created by the Uttar Pradesh government. And when in Man Ki Baat, the Honorable Pradhan Sevak of our country has given the importance of the traditional toys of our country. Now, India, Bharat के अंदर China से toys आते. We are importer of toys which are competitive. If you go to the festival season, you will find on the street vendors, they are selling the toys which is manufactured in China, imported in India, and which is used by our children to play with. So to create this, to manufacture the toys within Bharat, a measure will be taken and to give those toys the brand made in India. Building on the National Action Plan for Toys, government will implement the Make in India Global Hub for Toys. And that's why the Meerut, a toy park, is created by Uttar Pradesh government. The scheme will focus on development of clusters. the cluster development plan of the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, which is providing 70% cash subsidy for establishing the cluster for common facility. So there will be clusters of toys manufactured in various states of India, Bharat. So the MSME, please concentrate how this toy cluster will be established in Bharat. Skill, the focus will be development of clusters, development of skill for manufacturing of toys and manufacturing ecosystem. A ecosystem will be created like startup ecosystem. There was no unicorn in the country before 2016 when the startup ecosystem was introduced by the government, the Bharat, by the Honorable Prime Minister. Similarly, for toy sector, a manufacturing ecosystem will be created for what? For high quality toys. खरीदा बच्चे ने फेंका और टूट गया, ऐसे टॉयज नहीं आएंगे. द टॉयज विल बी ऑफ हाई क्वालिटी, यूनिक. The boys, the girls, the infant, the children will think it is a unique toys. It is innovative. It will increase the capacity, the mind, the creativity of the child. So the focus will be on what type of toys? Manufacturing ecosystem that will create high quality, a center of excellence in toy manufacturing. A professionals will be created in the country for high quality, unique, innovative, and the word sustainable means it will not harm the ecology of our country, the environment of our country. It is recyclable. Such type of product which is not made from plastic, which is sustainable toys, will be manufactured in the country and it will be branded as made in India and made for the world. So instead of importing the toys from China, the government under this 2025 budgets is promoting the toy manufacturing sector within India by an MSME. So keep your eye open, how, what plans, what type of schemes, and see the government of India has come out, the Ministry of Civil Aviation has come out with the Khelo India scheme. Khelo, and one that is, I think, paragliding, they have given the income tax holiday. Tourist destinations. National Institute for Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management will be established in Bihar. A national level institute for value addition, food technologist, patent, machinery will be given importance. Like, see, in 2023 there was the 2023 year is celebrated as the year of millet, Sri Anna, by the government of Bharat. Sri Anna, millet. So keeping in that view, the National Institute for Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management will be established in Bihar to raise the farmer incomes through value addition of their products. It will also provide skilling, entrepreneurship and employment opportunities for the youth of this nation, for the BTech in agriculture, MTech in MBA in agriculture through this National Institute of Food Technology, Entrepreneurship and Management in the state of Bihar. India's union budget introduces 5-year national mission for cotton productivity to boost cotton farmers. In 2001, the Ministry of Textile has come out with a national mission on technology mission on cotton. Bharat was net importer of cotton bales. 35 lakhs bales was imported by the textile industry in India. And with the introduction of technology mission on cotton, today's cotton production, cotton bales manufacture in the country is about 3.5 crore bales in the country. So to boost the long staple fiber cotton, farm to foreign 5F, the vision of the Honorable Pradhan Sevak of our country, farm to factory, farm fabric, fabric to fashion to foreign. 5F was the vision of our Honorable Pradhan Sevak of our country. With that vision, the National Mission for Cotton Productivity to boost the cotton farmers, focusing now what is happening in India. The cotton season is going on. The Cotton Corporation of India is purchasing the cotton from farmers at the minimum support price, because India is net importer of long staple fiber. The 28, 29 length cotton is only grown in our nation. 34, 35 staple fibers, cotton is not grown in our country. So to give boost to production of this such type of long staple fiber cotton, a national mission on for cotton productivity to boost cotton farmers income will be introduced. Cotton contributes 25% of global contributions. अब मखाना बोर्ड, इसका बहुत कुछ हुआ बजट के अंदर, and the opposition has uproar in the budget when the Honorable Finance Minister has used the word Makhana board in Bihar will be created. It is a nutritional food, and you see the midday meal scheme of school children where nutritional food is supplied. So now the branding will be done for Makhana, which is the nutritional food of the state of Bihar, and particularly Mithila Makhana, which is a famous product, which is a quality product, which is having a high nutrition, will be branded and it will be exported or will be consumed in all the nations, all the states of our country. To promote the Makhana board will be created in the country, like spices board, which is in existence in Kerala. Imported drugs, medicines become cheaper. So life savings medicines will be given, and with that the productions of this will Prime Minister Dhana Dhanya Krishi Yojana, again to boost the food and agro processing industry. This Dhana Dhanya Krishi Yojana will develop 100 agri districts in the country, which will increase the productivity of the farmers. They will be given like aspirational district of Niti Aayog. 130 districts are identified by the central government, Niti Aayog, as an aspirational district. On similar line, 100 district with low productivity in agriculture will be identified, and they will be supported under this Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana to enhance agriculture productivity, to adopt coarse diversification, to improve irrigation facilities, to improve credit availability. By this, Gramin Credit Score, the bank will develop a new score for farmers, CIBIL report. Like that, a Gramin Credit Score will be developed for self-help groups, which will help to grow the manufacturing or entrepreneurship, or say self-help group products, that is artisans or like that products. Sustainable harshening of fisheries. For that, Andaman and Nicobar, India, I told you, 7,516 kilometer coast belt. To unlock the untapped potential of the marine sector, a sustainable harnessing of fisheries will be undertaken. Schools, public education and health, a broadband connection through BharatNet will be taken to the school Gram Panchayat levels. 50,000 Atal Tinkering Labs will be established in government schools. Bharatiya Bhasha Pustak scheme, a big data will be created, digital form Indian language books will be created. So those who are in software industries, those who are in conversion industries, MSME, they will get the benefit. Day cancer center will be established in district hospitals in next 3 years, 200. So how this MSME, a cancer machine manufacturer will get the opportunity. Nutritional Saksham Anganwadi, midday meal. I told you, midday food, which is served in the schools. A portion new scheme, portion 2 is introduced. Interest investing its street vendor, gig workers will be given the e-shram card. They will be given a special identity card to get the credit facility from the financial sector of our nations. Socio-economic PM Swanidhi scheme will be revamped to give enhanced loans from bank, UPI linked credit worth rupees 30,000 limits to these gig workers. Rural prosperity and resilience programs to create opportunities in rural, not necessary to transfer to the say metro cities. Migration should not become compulsion. It should not become necessity. Migration should be an option. I am comfortable in my village. Such type of, I am of the opinion, the Honorable Pradhan Mantri ji is saying, one nation, one election. I think the MSME committee should come out with a publication, one village, one industry, and how this agriculturist of our country will be taken or their life upliftment will be taken. One village, one industry should be the slogan of our nation, our Prime Minister, like one nation, one election. See, the miracle will happen in the country when with a village of 20,000 and less population, if one industry is coming, the finance ministry should say that we are going to give you 50% income tax holiday if you are establishing your unit, one unit, one village. See the capital formation, the GDP, the life of the rural population of our country. So this way, mission for Atmanirbhar pulses, 3 pulses, the farmers, tur, urad and masoor, whatever commodity, whatever quantity the farmers will produce of this nation, it will be compulsorily purchased by the NAFED or the government of India enterprises from the farmer to boost the production to become Atmanirbhar in tur, urad and masoor. So dal mill manufacturing units, urad dal, chana dal, tuvar dal, masoor dal, and food processing, ready to eat, ready to cook food manufacturing units. They will get the boost because of this Atmanirbharta in pulse, tur and masoor manufacturing. What government is going to दाल तुवर उड़द को गोडाउन में स्टॉक करके रखेगी क्या? No, they are going to sell it in the market, and with the heavier production of these 3 type of commodities, more and more MSME units will be created in the country. National Manufacturing Mission, furthering Make in India. A mission will be launched in the country like that startup mission in the country. The technology mission on the cotton, the technology national mission on cotton, a national manufacturing mission, which is giving boost manufactured in India and sold in the globe. With that object, the national manufacturing MSME is going to get immense benefit of this clean tech manufacturing, that is sustainable manufacturing, green energy manufacturing, solar manufacturing, nuclear energy. 5 indigenously developed SMR will be established by 2023. Nuclear small modular reactors, nuclear energy mission. Under nuclear energy mission, an outlay of 20,000 crore is proposed for this, because see, the energy need of India is increasing day by day. So with that object, to meet the future requirement of energy, the nuclear energy mission is permitted. Investment in tourism, 50 tourist destinations will be developed in the country, and they homestay. अभी कुंभ में क्या हो रहा है? Homestay will be given the mudra loan. Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Assam, Bihar, that seven sister, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, all these tourist destinations, they will be given mudra loan for homestay destination. Special focus on Lord Buddha. Medical tourism, I can speak on this for 5 minutes, but because of time, this is going to change the scenario of medical tourism, medical sector in the country. हील इन इंडिया, आइए भारत में अपनी जख्म, अपने दुख दर्द को मिटाइए. Heal in India of your sorrow, of your pain. That is the mission. Medical tourism, heal in India. Support state for infrastructure, 1.5 lakh crore will be given for 50-year interest-free loan to the state government for infrastructure creation. Udan, 120 new destinations will be created. New airports, new destinations for Udan schemes will be created. Defense allocation is more than, so impact embargo, defense manufacturing, Atmanirbhar Bharat in defense sectors, avail interest subsidy up to 1 lakh, home loan, because of the increase in your tax limit up to 12 lakh, there is no tax. So what will happen? Economically vision sections, low income group, mid income group, more and more housing sector will be established in the country. MSME entity locker, no need to give any type of documents, effortless, minimum governance, minimum government, maximum government, digital transformation of MSME, effortless access and share business related documents with entity locker. A platform will be created by the ministry within 1 year to take the documents from entity lockers. So friends, with this, I have tried my best to unlock the MSME, how the MSME has been benefited in this 2025 budget. And I think each one of you have the professional opportunity as a practicing chartered accountant, as a service provider, and as far as the nation is concerned, the MSME sector of this country is concerned, definitely if you read and think beyond, I think the boost to MSME sector is going to happen in this country. I am very thankful to all the participants who has listened to me, and thanks to the MSME committee for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. Over to you at the head office, MSME committee.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Now we have some questions from the participants. I'll be asking one by one. How does this budget plan to support women entrepreneurs and MSMEs led by women? I think you have answered it.
And first time entrepreneurs, 2 crore rupees you are getting. See, if you ask me, any state government, Maharashtra government is having Maharashtra woman entrepreneur policy. A unit which is owned by women is given preferential treatment under Stand Up India scheme of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. There is a compulsion for each branch of the nationalized bank that one woman promoter should be funded under Stand Up India scheme.
Do we have to register again under the new threshold limit?
No, at all, not at all. It will be an automatic.
Does
See,
the new turnover include export turnover?
it has to be clarified by the ministry because it is a proclamation in a old scheme. Export turnover was excluded, but
Yes.
here nowhere it is mentioned. It is a budget presentation over the period as the Ministry of MSME will come out with a clarification.
Is there any specific incentive policy for EV manufacturing or trading business in Maharashtra?
Yes, Maharashtra electric vehicles and electric vehicle component manufacturing policy is there, which is giving incentive for electric vehicle component manufacturers as well as the electric vehicle purchased by the purchaser, two-wheeler, four-wheeler.
What will be the interest on CGTMSE loan and non-CGTMSE loan?
It depends upon your credit assessment. It is not defined. It depends upon your term loan and what type of collateral you are offering and what, see, if you are a first generation entrepreneurs, I told you, I am against the bank policy. It is not a collateral free. I am against it. Why people are using this word? It is not, it is guaranteed by Government of India, bhai.
Is the reduction in guarantee fee available to existing loans also?
I don't think so. Clarification will come. You are mute. Vermaji, please.
Yes, yes. Has the government allocated any funds for MSME capacity building programs in the Union Budget 2025?
The detail will come. I told you the center of excellence will be created, that Makhana board, like that, or the toys they are going to boost. So I think they will come out with a capacity building for skilling the youth. What is that stipend scheme? Is it a capacity building only?
Is there any specific industries to anyone can be benefited? Is this applicable to CBG women entrepreneurs?
See, I always use a word. Morning उठने से रात को सोने तक, a person who touches whatever commodity, it is manufactured by someone else.
फोन ले ले.
Somebody is manufacturing that thing which is touching throughout the day. So there is ample opportunities in the country to manufacture. It depends upon your expertise, your local raw material and the finished product. So many things are coming in the market. So there are state government policies, there are central government policies. Each state is having number of policies in the country.
All the MSME lending schemes are applicable to only manufacturing?
Not necessary. In the Gujarat state, the Gujarat MSME policies are also applicable to service sector.
Okay, sir. I think there are no more questions which are left. So we can conclude the session for today. So it is my privilege to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of Committee on MSME and Startups. To begin, I would like to thank our speaker, CAGB Modi, who spared time from his busiest schedule for sharing his valuable insights and expertise with us today. We are truly honored to have you here, sir. We are also grateful to our participants for their active engagement and enthusiasm. Their thoughtful questions and participations have enriched the discussion and made the session more interactive and valuable. To the technical support team, thank you for ensuring all the arrangements were in place and that everything ran seamlessly. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone who contributed in making the session a memorable and impactful session. In conclusion, thank you all once again for your invaluable contribution and participation. Have a great evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.